Noon game here today, and a chance to start the day off in a day where a lot of hardware is up for grabs. This game, although it's not the championship, still very important.
Well, it is almost like a championship game because somebody's going to win and go into next season with a winning streak. So, with that being said, this should be an outstanding ball game.
Sawyers will jump to center circle with Dylan Worth. They will go with Southeast of Saline wearing their home white jerseys trimmed in purple. TMP in their road navy blues trimmed in white. Southeast starts out with the basketball after winning the tip. They'll work it out to the left-hand side. Drake Augustine with it. Now back around to Eli Sawyers, Nakari Moriko-Palmer. Those two play catch on the left-hand wing. Now a high pass, skip pass over the top of this defense. That's brought back in by Drake Augustine. TMP in a man-to-man defense here early on. Nakari Moriko-Palmer gets into the keyhole right inside of the three-point line, and a grabbing foul will be called here against TMP.
Well, it was a good decision to take it in there. We got to, we were just kind of feeling them out and see what they were doing to us, and Nakari saw the crease there and took it in there, and the young man had to grab him.
Bryce Seib with his first foul. It's our first one of the game. Nakari with it now. High post to Sawyer, spin move. He gets to the rack, left it too strong off the backboard, and it comes off on the rebound to Harris. Here comes Cade Harris now to the right wing. Gavin Unrein now back to Harris. He'll run the point here for the Monarchs most of the day. Bryce Seib on the left-hand side. It's a man-to-man defense by Southeast of Saline. Over to the right. Wentling has it. He gets into the paint. Kicks it out for a three-pointer. TMP off the front rim. That's no good. The shot coming from Gavin Unrein and the rebound by Nakari Moriko-Palmer. They'll play it to the right now to Luke Gebhardt. And Gebhardt threw a pass over to the scorer's table. I don't know if he thought Nakari was still in the area or not, but that was a strange pass from Luke Gebhardt.
Yeah, it was. I think he thought that Nakari was going to jab in and come back out, and he jabbed in and didn't come back out, and the ball went out of bounds.
TMP gets it back after the first turnover of the game. Harris speeding off to the right-hand side. Now a ball tipped by Nakari Moriko-Palmer. And away from the ball, they're going to call an offensive foul down low. It looked like Cade Harris might have been trying to post up Drake Augustine. A good foul for Southeast, but a bad foul, right? It took away a transition opportunity for Nakari.
Sure did. Nakari was going to get that thing and go. But
so a turnover.
If we can get to the foul line, that'll be a bonus.
Sawyers on the left. Free throw line extended. He's in three-point land. Now he'll settle in after giving the ball up. Makes his way to the right-hand block. Now out to Nakari. Three-pointer on the way. Too strong, no good. Sawyer's in there fighting for the rebound over the top of Harris. And TMP will control it. We're still scoreless. 6:18 left to go as we approach 2 minutes into this contest. Monarchs with it. They had a battle yesterday with Heston in their semifinal game. And of course, Southeast of Saline lost their semifinal to Hoyt Royal Valley. Here's a block down low by Sawyers. Eli will bring it back the other way now. He'll stop at the three-point line, picked up by Dylan Worth. Over to Drake Augustine. Big sweeping crossover by Augustine. He'll go from right to left, now play it inside to Sawyers. Backdoor, Augustine, and a good play there. Sawyers feeding Augustine down low.
Yeah, I really thought that Eli was probably going to take that to the basket. And then Luke just, after a turnover, Luke just lost it out of bounds.
Dylan Worth lost the basketball. It was a low pass for the big guy. He's 6'6", down by his ankles. Gebhardt picked it up, and then he lost the basketball. So 2 unforced turnovers here for Luke Gebhardt as he's having trouble early on hanging on to the basketball. 5:41 left to go here first quarter. Entry pass into Dylan Worth. He fights Sawyers for it. Missed the shot badly, and so badly it was basically acting as a pass high off the backboard. And Jace Wentling crashing in, gets the basket and the foul. A three-point play opportunity for Wentling.
Well, unfortunate. Like you said, he missed so bad that actually Nakari was in position, but it missed so bad that it went over his head to the Monarchs.
Wentling with a free throw will complete the three-point play and put TMP up for the first time. 3-2 is our score. TMP leading Southeast of Saline as we settle in here for the day. 4 games, 2 third-place games, and 2 championships, 1 each for boys and girls. Nakari Moriko-Palmer along the baseline, spin move, fade away. And that is a silly move by Nakari Moriko-Palmer as he came right out of that spin, coach, was able to elevate on the fadeaway.
It was an awesome play.
With
and not too many guys can do that.
Yeah, he has done things in this tournament alone that just kind of make your eyebrows go up, and and just say, wow, 4-3 our score. Southeast of Saline takes the lead back as we start to have a seesaw battle here for a 1-point advantage. Southeast of Saline playing defense. This TMP team, they're very good and they're multidimensional. They can play man-to-man, they can play zone. Matter of fact, yesterday they came out against Heston and threw a zone defense that shut the Swathers out in the second quarter.
Yeah, they sure did. 9-0 in that second quarter.
Heston went on to win, and they will be in the championship game and a chance to repeat and defend their title from a year ago. Harris with it, now to Worth. He comes out to the three-point line. They'll give it up, play it to the right wing. I'll work it back around. Here's Whitling for a three, and it's up and good. Jace Whitling, excuse me, that's actually Kenton Ginther. Ginther with his first three-pointer. Southeast quickly back down the floor. Sawyers rises up and scores on the left-hand side. 3 different Trojans have scored for Southeast of Saline.
Well, that was
tied at 6.
That was a nice take. Eli took it right to Worth.
Here's a shot at the rim, empty for TMP. Harris now in a Southeast trap in the corner after he got the rebound, and a blocking foul is going to be issued here to Southeast of Saline. Looks like they may get Drake Augustine for throwing the hips out there, and they will. That'll be the first foul for Southeast of Saline.
Yeah, if we could have just held off just for a second, he was stepping out of bounds, and he had nowhere to go, but we got a little aggressive, which is okay, especially at this time of the game.
That foul came just a fraction of a second before his foot hit the sideline. And now TMP with a chance to substitute, as does Southeast of Saline. Drew Richardson in here early for Southeast of Saline, along with Kason Lilly. Luke Gebhardt having a standing conversation with his coach over in front of the bench. 3:42 left to go, opening quarter. Here in Hutchinson at the Sports Arena, playing for third. We are tied up. Now a drive to the basket, and Unrein comes up empty for the Monarchs. Here come the Trojans back the other way. Richardson stops at the three-point line, look to give it up. No defense there. He's going to let it fly from 3 and misses it. Drake Augustine hustling to the opposite sideline, trying to save it back in bounds, and cannot. It'll go back to TMP.
Well, both teams are, they're playing well, playing hard, and pretty good defensively.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see in these games because, Bryson told Tyler that in our pregame interview. Some teams are so disappointed with the fact they're not playing for first place, they can come out and lay an egg, especially early on in this game.
Yeah.
Here's a steal now by Nakari Morkel-Palmer. Bounce pass in transition to Augustine. Drake taking the angle at the backboard. Kind of fell out a little bit and then came back into the rim hard and was able to draw the foul. He will go to the free throw line and shoot 2.
That's one of the keys for us is to get it off the glass, get it out in the passing lane and go.
Foul on it. Kenton Ginther, that is his first, third team foul for Thomas More Prep. 3:04 left to go. Augustine's first free throw is up and no good. Drake so far with 2 points. As Andrew Schwartz, a 5'9" senior, checks in for TMP. Maybe a candidate for best shoes in the tournament is Andrew Schwartz.
They are a little different.
They are white with black polka dots. Awfully reminiscent of a dairy cow. Here comes TMP back the other way after Augustine makes the free throw. Gives Southeast of Saline a 1-point lead. 7-6 is our score. Up top, Unrein with it, guarded by Lilly. He'll play it to the right now. Augustine pokes the ball away, and they're going to call a foul here.
I think it's on TMP.
Yes. He was looking at Augustine run down the floor. It was almost like he was trying to catch what number that was. But it was TMP. Augustine came in, tipped the ball away, took off running, and then TMP held out and took the grab in a 30-second timeout by the Monarchs. We'll take it as well. 2:47 left to go here in the first quarter. We're off and running in Hutch. Back with more Southeast basketball after this.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi fans, it's Winnell Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play, and in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Winnell.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Trojans out of the timeout here along with the Monarchs. It was TMP's 32nd timeout after they committed their third turnover of the first quarter. Nakari Morkel-Palmer with it, now top of the circle. He'll go to Eli Sawyers. And a shot up by Richardson is no good. Fight for the rebound underneath, taken in by Jace Wentling. And now a ball squirts out of bounds. They're going to keep it with TMP as Southeast of Saline turned to pressure that rebound.
Well, that three-pointer by Drew was about as far down as you could get, and it popped back out. It was a good shot, though. We'll have to take those. Hopefully the next one will fall.
Southeast of Saline looking to go full court here defensively against the Monarchs. Leading 7-6. Here's Andrew Schwartz speeding up the floor. He'll stop short of the timeline. Now play it back to Bryson Seib. Seib curls around. He gets just inside the free throw line. Now stops and looks for help. He'll play it back out now to Cade Harris. Guard-heavy lineup here for the Monarchs, along with Dylan Worth, their big post player inside, listed at 6'6". Worth has the basketball at the free throw line. Now dumps it down low to the block. He got it to Wentling, but Wentling shut off there by Nakari Morico-Palmer.
Playing good defense, the Trojans are.
Yeah, excellent defense.
We're right in them.
Some of the Southeast crowd behind is starting to applaud the efforts here defensively. Luke Gebhardt back into the game. He's on Harris. Now a jump shot from the keyhole, and TMP scores on that possession with Jace Wentling scoring from 15. Back down the floor quickly. Here come the Trojans. Skip pass to Gebhardt. He goes to the baseline, Nakari. Nakari looks at the double team, now comes back out further. He'll take the 17-footer and drain it. Nakari Morico-Palmer able to reposition and get the shot he liked. Here's Harris now speeding away. Blocked at the rim by Nakari. Morico-Palmer goes up and blocks it. Now Sawyer's in a runaway all the way to the cup. Right-handed layup good. Transition working here for Southeast of Saline. They're up by 3.
That was a heck of a block by Nakari. And then, of course, he got it to Eli, and he took it all the way. For a big guy, he can handle the ball very well.
It's an asset, right? When you have a post player, your 5 spot, so to speak, that can get out and run the floor like that. Near steal by Gebhardt, up near the half-court stripe. His twin brother Jake setting in front of the scorer's table, waiting to come in. Schwartz has it. He's in trouble now. Kaysen Lilly has him bottled up. Now a steal by Nakari. That was started by Kaysen Lilly. Nakari all the way down the floor, and he is shoved short of the rim. And really a blatant foul by Jace Wentling there, not letting Nakari to the rim. And let's see if they reel this on the floor or a shooting foul. Looks like they're going to whistle it on the floor. I think maybe Jace Wentling mentally in his mind there didn't want to go on a poster somewhere.
Well, he might have if he would have backed away.
Here's Gebhardt now. He has it at the free throw line off the inbounds. Back to Morico-Palmer. Right-hand side to Richardson. Nakari gets it back now, top of the circle. Still man-to-man both ways here in this game. Each team sticking with their man-to-man defensive sets. 20 seconds left to go. Southeast playing for the last look here. Kaysen Lilly has it. Lilly now will drive off to the right-hand side. Dribble drive handoff to Richardson. Now to Jake Gebhardt. Down low to Nakari. Nakari looking, collects the double team. Now back out to Jake. 6 seconds on the clock. Here's Lilly on the drive. Gets in the lane, and a teardrop shot up and good by Kaysen Lilly. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Strong finish by Southeast of Saline, and Kaysen Lilly gets his first basket. Trojans lead it by 5, 13-8. You're listening to Southeast of Saline Trojan basketball from the state tournament, and it's presented by the Bennington State Bank.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses acquire relief loans to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Salina Septic Services provides septic services including septic tank installation, inspection, and repair. In addition to professional septic tank services, we also provide portable restroom rentals. We have many options available, including his and hers portable restrooms and hand washing sinks. Setup, service, and removal are all part of our rentals. Whether you project a long-term construction job or a family gathering, we guarantee a clean porta potty. Find us today at salinasepticservice.com, proudly supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
Southeast of Saline takes their biggest lead of the first half into the second quarter, leading 13-8. Starting second quarter, TMP with the basketball. They get it down low to Whitling. Whitling turns, tries to score over the top of Eli Sawyers, and he does. Gebhardt came over late. Whitling still able to get that ball into the cup.
Yeah, I thought that maybe there was a partial block there, and the ball crawled over the cylinder anyway.
7 points for Jace Whitling. He's leading the way for the Monarchs here early in this game. 13-10, just underway here, second quarter. Southeast of Saline with the basketball, leading by 3. Sawyers has it, left-hand lane line side, and there's that fadeaway we have come to know and love from Eli Sawyers, who has a half a dozen now.
Well, great patience there by the Trojans offensively. Every guy touched the ball at least once.
There's a foul on Case and Lilly in the open floor. He and a TMP guard, Bryson Seib, got tangled up when they came across the timeline, and a foul on Lilly is going to be the third team foul. Kaysen's first.
Well, we're pretty aggressive, Devin. We have been most of the year defensively, but that's been our forte.
TMP with the basketball. Working it off to the right-hand side. They go into Dylan Worth for the first time and caught Southeast of Saline sleeping a little bit as they tried to rotate over, and Worth gets his first basket.
Well, that was made just a little bit easier by the fact that Nakari's sitting on the bench.
Yes, sir. Here's Jake Gebhardt for 3 off the backboard and good. Jake Gebhardt gets his first basket of the tournament. Inside TMP, back the other way, tried to pass it across the paint along the baseline, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover number 4. 18-12. Drake Augustine comes back into the game. Also, Danny Kerr back in. Case and Lilly, Drew Richardson will check out here for the Trojans. Gebhardt playing out on the three-point line opposite of Luke Gebhardt. So Luke and Jake both in there now as they look to spread out this TMP defense. Augustine whips it around left-hand side. Sawyers now wants to drive. Backdoor cut. Luke Gebhardt gets it for 2. What a pass by Eli Sawyers.
Well, the whole TMP team thought that Eli was going to the basket. And like we've talked about in several games, when Eli has the ball, Luke goes to the bucket.
Absolutely. He does a great job moving without the basketball. And Bryson Flax told us he thought that was something they could take advantage of because this TMP team, in their man-to-man set, they get a little too aggressive at times. Out in those passing lanes. Here's Dylan Worth now answering for TMP. 20-14. Sawyers has a pass stolen away. Trying to go to the left, and Cade Harris is going to go to the rim, and it's going to trickle in. Sawyers went up with him, but Harris was able to get that above the rim, and it fell in.
Yeah, I was a little soft on the pass there to Drake. It allowed TMP to get in the passing lane and take it away.
Little mini 4-0 run here by TMP. Southeast of Saline's lead cut in half, now 20-16. Gebhardt along the baseline. Plays it up top of the circle now to Sawyers. Sawyers, a couple of dribbles, pulls up at the elbow, left-hand side, no good. There comes Cade Harris with it again, back the other way. He'll leave it off, now take up residency on the left-hand side, zip a pass into Worth. His back-and-forth move is up and no good. Weak side rebound collected by Jake Gebhardt. 3 minutes into the second quarter, here's an alley-oop for Sawyers. He was too far away from the basket, but was able to bring the basketball in and save it off the leg of a Monarch.
Well, yeah, you know, Luke likes to throw that home run ball.
Yeah, yes, he does. Gebhardt will have it now off the inbounds. Augustine working his way through traffic after inbounding the ball. He'll go left-hand side now to Kerr. Back around now to Luke Gebhardt. Nakari Merkel-Palmer is in there replacing Jake Gebhardt. Here's Sawyers long distance for 3. Off the heel, no good. Here comes Augustine now after the rebound. He'll bring it back out and reset middle of the floor. Left-hand side now in front of the Monarch bench. Luke Gebhardt with it, and Augustine got whistled with a traveling violation. Turnover number 3 for Southeast.
Yeah, little happy feet. He saw the hole in the defense and was headed there, but forgot to put the ball down first.
4:23 left to go here, second quarter. Cade Harris brings it across the middle of the floor for TMP. Looking to the left, he'll find Whitling. Whitling now zips a pass down into Worth, and again Worth with a little up and under move, lost to Sawyers. Dylan Worth has scored 6 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, 6-0 run now for the Monarchs.
Inside, Nakari with it, battling for that entry pass coming from Luke Gebhardt. Now he faces up the defender, a couple of ball fakes. Long pass back up top to Danny Kerr. Now into Sawyers. He leans in. Can't get it to go. It's too strong. Here comes Harris now on a run out. Daniel Kerr sprinting to catch up. Now back to the middle and setting the offense is Bryce Seib. 3:39 left to go. Second quarter. It's a 2-point game. Southeast of Saline built the lead to 8 as Luke Gebhardt runs through a screen. And a foul will be called on Luke. Coming out to set the screen that time was Jace Wentling. Gebhardt ran right through him. The official blows the whistle.
Yeah, you got to have a little communication there if your man runs out and sets that screen. You have to let him know it's there.
Here's Wentling now off the inbounds, rising up from 15 and scoring. This is an 8-0 run now by TMP. They have tied it up at 20. 3:20 left to go, second quarter. Nakari Morkel-Palmer goes to work. Now he lobs it into the far corner. Drake Augustine. Augustine, couple of dances there with the dribble. We'll find Luke Gebhardt. Gebhardt gets to the free throw line, out to Caden Isaacson. He'll unleash a three and drain it. Caden Isaacson, wide open, was able to splash that three-pointer home on the right-hand side.
Yeah, that was you said it. He was just there.
There's a disruption in defense. Gebhardt knocked a pass away, and TMP turns it over. Here come the Monarchs. Back the other way. But playing defense now, Southeast with the ball after scoring that last three from Isaacson. Augustine. Wayne King tried to get a little runner, but he caught the corner of the backboard, and it comes off onto the rebound for TMP from Hayes. 2.5 minutes left to play here before halftime. We'll get you all caught up on what's been set for the schedule on the day. A couple of teams playing for championships. One of them for the first time. Here's a disruption now, and Gebhardt takes it away. Luke in a 1-on-2 break and a charging violation. Boy, Cade Harris did a really good job getting his body in the way of Luke Gebhardt, and Gebhardt has just collected his second foul.
50-50 call.
Yep.
Could have went either way, but you're right. The kid from TMP did a great job of taking each fake and moving right with him. Stayed right in front of him.
Harris now with the basketball. 23-20, Southeast of Saline leading. 2:06 left to go. Conversation with the official, and Bryson Flack starts on the far side. And now a foul called underneath as Caden Isaacson getting the best physically of Dylan Worth down low, and the official put a limit to that. So Isaacson will collect his first foul. Here's Worth on the inbounds, missed that, bothered by Isaacson and Nakari Morkel-Palmer. Caden will get the rebound. Long pass from Nakari up the floor to Daniel Kerr, and it's going to be knocked away. Southeast of Saline will keep it. Dylan Worth is a big guy. We talked about him. He's 6'6". Isaacson is not that tall. He's 5'11". So if you're going to give up that much height, you better win the ground battle, right?
Yeah, that's true. And he did. He did a great job there of holding him away.
Sawyers was out briefly. Now he'll check back in for Luke Gebhardt, who collected those two quick fouls.
Yeah, we have to have Luke in the second half.
Sawyers now up top. He'll pass it left to Nakari Morkel-Palmer. Nakari now looking across the way. Plays it on the short pass to Daniel Kerr. Back up to Drake Augustine. Working it around the perimeter here. All the Southeast guys about 5 feet beyond the three-point arc. Isaacson now takes a couple of dribbles. Bounce pass to the right to Augustine. Now Nakari has it. Jump pass, left-hand side. Daniel Kerr for three. Got it to go. Danny Kerr had a hot shooting day yesterday, and he continues that here with his first shot attempt of the day.
Well, the thing is, Nakari had it. Everybody going for him, and he can spot the open guy just like Eli does, man. These guys are good passers.
So what was an 8-0 run by Hayes to come back and tie this game up. Now Southeast has put a 6-0 run on the board to take a six-point lead. Daniel Kerr commits a foul here on defense, and that will send Jace Wentling to the free throw line. Wentling 1 of 1 from the line so far, gets his first attempt on this trip to go. 5 points here in the quarter, 10 points for the game as he leads TMP. Second free throw on the way, and that'll hit the front of the rim and roll home. Couple of free throws there by TMP. Back now within 4. 75 seconds left to go, second quarter. Kerr along the baseline. Played it out to Nakari. Nakari was open for three, but he's going to save it and play it back as he plays catch with Kerr on the left wing. Now they'll swing it to the right. Augustine with it. They work around the perimeter again. Kerr getting more attention in that corner after making his last shot. He'll play it into Sawyer. Sawyer's missed the bunny. Now he battles for the rebound, getting it back. Out to Augustine. Now to Nakari. Nakari looks at a triple team. Out to Sawyers. Sawyer spin move from the top of the circle. A reaching foul goes uncalled. And Southeast of Saline plays on. 39 seconds left to go in the half. Isaacson with it in the corner. Skip pass now through the defense to Nakari. He'll unleash the big three. That's too strong, no good. Isaacson giving chase, and they're going to say that ball is out of bounds, and TMP will get it with 27 seconds left to go here in the half.
Well, it was an okay possession. Maybe could have got a little better shot than that, Nakari. But he was wide open, but he was a little far out.
26-22, 4-point lead for Southeast. Trying to defend that lead before we go into the locker room here for the break. Clock down to 14 seconds. Boy, that might have been a travel there by Saib. The official lets him play on. Now in the hands of Unrein. Unrein trying to take Augustine to the hole. Ball being fought for now. Saib goes to the hole with 3 seconds left. He'll float an air ball, and a good stand there by Southeast of Saline as we complete the second quarter. We are at halftime. 13 points in each quarter for Southeast of Saline. They go to the locker room with a total of 26. TMP Hayes with 22. A 4-point lead for the Trojans here at the break. When we come back, we'll give you the schedule of events today. Here as the state tournament in Hutchinson wraps up on its final day. We'll also give you numbers from the first half as halftime is here, and it's brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories on KINA.
And truck accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
And the second free throw is good. The Trojans have called timeout to make some important decisions.
Hi fans, it's Gwinnell Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com. In every game, there are lots of options to make the right play, and in real estate, the plays can be challenging. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing for the family, investing in rentals or commercial property, or selling land, I have the knowledge to help you win your real estate game. It's sure to be a slam dunk when I serve as your realtor. Buy or sell, call Gwinnell.
You're telling me your driver turns you on remotely?
It feels so good. One gentle touch of a handy remote or mobile app and my motor's running. And don't fret, my little pickup pal. New Image Audio installs these inside trucks too.
Oh, yeah.
You'll want it when the winter chill hits. A remote start from New Image Audio for cars, trucks, even diesels. All systems remote and cell phone capable. Nationwide coverage. Get yours at New Image Audio on South Broadway.
In Salina.
Maybe you don't play quarterback or make the highlight reel. Maybe you're not a high school athlete anymore. But just like an athlete, you can get first-class orthopedic care from Salina Ortho. Their doctors and staff strive to get you back to an injury-free, pain-free life as quickly as possible. Salina Ortho has a doctor on call 24/7 for all orthopedic injuries. So next time you're injured, trust the experts at Salina Ortho. Your voice, your choice, past, present, and future. See them online at salinaortho.com.
Can-Equip Service Advantage Preseason Readiness Optimization Program is going on now. Get the best prices of the year on inspections, plus 12-month parts warranties, special financing backed by genuine Case IH parts, and instant rebates on lubricant and filter purchases. Go to canequip.com and click on the Service Advantage banner to see all the savings. Or visit them at Can-Equip in Salina. Terms and conditions apply.
Can-Equip you.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan sports program.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here at halftime, it's brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. 26-22 our score, southeast of Saline. Leading the whole way in the first half, except for a brief 1-point deficit when they were down 3-2 in the first quarter. They built the lead to as much as 8. Then TMP came back, made an 8-0 run. And then southeast of Saline put a 6-0 run on the board. TMP scored the last basket of the half and made it 26-22. Scoring for you looks like this. So far, it's team friendly for southeast of Saline. 8 different Trojans have entered the scoring column, led by Eli Sawyers with 6, Nakari Morikel-Palmer with 4, 3 points for Drake Augustine, Daniel Kerr, Caden Isaacson, and Jake Gebhardt. 2 points for Kason Lilly and 2 points for Luke Gebhardt. For TMP, 4 scorers for the Monarchs. Jace Wentling has 11, 4 points for Dylan Worth, 3 Kenton Ginther, and 2 for Cade Harris. Southeast of Saline, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. TMP, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Turnovers fairly close as well, as TMP has 6 turnovers. Southeast of Saline with 5. Coach Francis Flax, what do you think about that first half?
Well, rebounding is, we've got just a slight deficit there. They've out-rebounded us by 2. We do have 6 steals, though, and that tells a little bit about why we're up 4 points. And the other thing is, which we lacked last night, we have 7 assists today in the first half, and that's good. I like the way we're sharing the ball. I like the way we're rebounding. And what we have to continue to do this half is make sure those 3-point shooters don't get any looks, because they've only gotten a couple of attempts from 3-point.
Absolutely. 26-22 our score here. When we come back after the break, we'll go over the schedule, the games remaining. There's 3 more games today here at the Sports Arena in Hutchinson. We'll do that and then also have third quarter action for you. It's the third place game on the guys' side. Southeast of Saline leads it 26-22 here on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the southeast of Saline Trojans.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses acquire relief loans to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
A shield against the elements. Comfort in the midst of chaos. Shelter in the aftermath of destruction. For to our promise to be there when you need us most. This is the heartbeat of our company. Our why. Shelter Insurance. For your auto, home, and life.
See me, Kelly Kitchener, at our brand new location, 1809 South Ohio in Salina.
PRP, or platelet-rich plasma injection therapy, has received quite a bit of attention since its use by many professional athletes. Professional football players like Peyton Manning and Jamal Charles have used PRP therapy for sports injuries and to avoid surgery. But you don't have to be a world-class athlete with millions of dollars for this cutting-edge therapy. PRP is available to you in the Salina Pain Clinic. Call the doctors for a consultation and see if this treatment is right for you. See them at 200 South 5th in the Salina Surgical Arts Center.
When termites strike your home or business, you want to fight back with the best. Hasman Termite and Pest Control to the rescue. With over 57 years experience, they offer the best of options, including the new BASF High Precision Injection Treatment. Don't let termites get you down. With one phone call to Hasman's, they can put one in the win column for you. Call Hasman Termite and Pest Control today or visit HasmanTermite.com and follow them on Facebook.
The winter season may be here, but paintball fun is still waiting for you at Elite Sports. Elite Sports Paintball Complex, located 5 miles south of Salina, is open for special winter hours. Get the group together and visit Elite Sports on Saturdays and Sundays this winter from 11 until 4. Elite Sports features low-impact paintballs for the beginners or little ones, so everyone can have more fun. Visit them online at SalinaPaintballComplex.com. Elite Sports Paintball Complex, open and waiting for you this weekend.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans, from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit roselawnssalina.com.
Back here at the Sports Arena in Hutchinson as we get ready for third quarter action. Southeast of Saline leads at 26-22. This is the third place boys game. After this game at 2 o'clock, the third place girls game is scheduled to start. And that is Nickerson, the number 2 seed. They were beat by Hugoton yesterday. And also Silver Lake, the number 1 seed. Not very often, Coach, you have a number 1 and number 2 playing each other in the third place game.
No, you don't expect that.
That's the case here for the 3A girls. After that, on the boys' side, 4 o'clock, the boys' championship game. Royal Valley, who defeated Southeast of Saline yesterday, they will play in their first ever state championship game. They will take on the veteran Heston Swathers, who is in their sixth title game. They've won 4 championships, and Heston Swathers look to repeat here today against Royal Valley. Then the last game of the day is 6:15. Goodland is taking on Hugoton. Goodland got there by defeating the Southeast of Saline girls by 1 point, and then also upsetting Silver Lake, the number 1 seed and the number 1 ranked team in the state in Class 3A yesterday. Goodland will play Hugoton, and that'll be a very, very interesting rematch from an action-packed game they had earlier this year. Goodland's only loss was to Hugoton. Goodland has been in 4 title games. They have 2 state titles, but the last one was in 1980. Hugoton has been in 2 title games where they are at 100%. They are 2 for 2 in title games. Their last 3A title came in 2017. When we check our new image audio keys to success for the second half here, Coach, what do you think here for the Trojans?
Well, I think we got to continue to share the ball. Like you said, 8 guys have scored, so they're all capable. We just got to get the best shots available, don't turn it over, and just keep guarding TMP on the perimeter.
Southeast of Saline will start out with the basketball. Sawyer's up high, down to Gebhardt, down low. Gebhardt will collect the defense, now kick it out, ends up with Danny Kerr for a 3-pointer, and he drills it. Daniel Kerr with 6 points, and again, the extra pass that time made from the wing to the top. Danny Kerr was open from 3.
Yeah, it went inside, outside, and then across, and there he was.
TMP now with the basketball. Jace Wintley has it stolen away by Sawyers, and this might be showtime. Sawyers gets his footing down and jams it home on the left-hand side. Second dunk on the same goal in the state tournament for Eli Sawyers. Now he steals it along the baseline. Here comes Southeast with that patent and run. Gebhardt down Broadway, leaves it off for Nakari. He gets the contact, ball comes off the rim, and 2 free throws coming up for Nakari Morico-Palmer, and all of a sudden he has a chance to extend this 9-point lead.
Well, that was a nice flurry there. Eli did a great job. He intercepted the pass, went down and dunked, sprinted to the other end, intercepted the pass down there, and got this thing started.
And I'm impressed with that mostly, not by the dunk so much, but the fact that you come off the rim, you're the last guy down the floor, but you're the first guy to the baseline on the other side.
94 feet, Devin, 94
Crazy.
feet.
2 free throws by Nakari Morico-Palmer as they convert. Southeast of Saline has converted 2 turnovers and steals. Not turnovers, they were steals by the defense into points here, and started this quarter on a 7-0 run, taking an 11-point lead. Southeast still working here on defense. TMP a little bit shell-shocked right now at the first minute of this quarter. Here's Wentling trying to get his guys back into contention. A shot put up off the putback, that's no good. Kerr with the rebound. Here comes Nakari Morico-Palmer with it. Augustine along the baseline, extra pass, Gebhardt for 3. Got it. Luke Gebhardt keeps the party going. Now a 10-0 run by Southeast of Saline. Here's a drive now. TMP gets it blocked. Nakari with the backside block. Now he takes custody of the rebound. Lob pass up to Daniel Kerr. He was really hugged there on that ball coming in. They're going to call a traveling violation here against Southeast of Saline. The Southeast just keeps running here.
Well, I tell you what, we're making it difficult right now. We're contesting every drive. We're in the passing lanes, and we're rebounding the basketball and getting out and running, and that's our trademark.
Now some full court pressure coming up here for Southeast of Saline. TMP with it up the floor, working to the right-hand side. Here's a three-pointer, long distance three put up. That's soft, no good. Rebound on the floor being fought for. TMP's going to pick it up, and a blocking foul is called here against Southeast of Saline.
Got to be on Luke, I think, and that'll be his third, if it is.
I think you're right. Jace Wentling picked it up and went to the basket. Luke was the only one there to defend him, and it will be 3 fouls now for Luke Gebhardt. We'll see what Bryson Flax likes to do here. Sometimes Coach likes to let his guys play through things like this. We'll see if he leaves Luke out there. Still 6:02 left to go in the third as Whitley makes the first free throw.
I think he'll get it down to about the 4-minute mark and then maybe pull him.
No motions coming from the Southeast of Saline bench here. Whitling's second free throw up and good. So that will stop the Southeast of Saline barrage at a 10-0 run. And now Drake Augustine goes right back at it to start another run. 2 points for Augustine.
I don't know, Eli's got a lot of assists in this game already, or several anyway.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know if it's a lot, but it's several.
Here's Worth inside. Thought he had a free pass to the basket because Sawyers was out near the perimeter. But here comes Nakari soaring across the lane and able to block that shot and swat it into the first row
Yeah,
of the
he
student
swatted
section.
that over to the student section of Thomas More.
Sometimes you want to keep that basketball, right? But then sometimes there's a message built into that. TMP with it as they are trying to gather themselves here. They have been outscored by a bunch here in this quarter. And now an offensive foul against TMP will result in another turnover. That's their third turnover here in the first 2.5 minutes.
I think it's their fourth, if I'm not
You're right.
mistaken.
And that's on Jace Wentling, so now he has 3. So 2 starters and 2 main guys on each side. Luke Gebhardt, who goes to Jace Wentling, who goes to the bench. They each have 3 fouls here, so it's evened out as far as the foul trouble goes. Problem with TMP, though, is Wentling goes to the bench with 13 points. He's been their main scorer, scoring over half their points. As you mentioned at halftime, Southeast getting it done with multiple people. Daniel Kerr with it. Drew Richardson into the game. Also Drake Augustine, Nakari Moracle-Palmer, and Eli Sawyers. 5:10 left to play, third quarter. 38-24 is our score. Augustine on the left-hand side. Took a dribble to penetrate. Now he finds Sawyers mid-lane, and his 15-foot jumper is up and good. Sawyers in double digits with 10.
Nice ball movement again, Devin. Everybody touched it.
Here's a runaway layup that goes hard off the board. Sawyers with it. He leads a 3-on-3 break. TMP back nicely on defense. Nakari had it at the free throw line. Slams on the brakes. Comes back out now to Drew Richardson, who's in between the rings, center of the floor. Daniel Kerr, baseline 3. That one might have got tipped just a little bit by Dylan Worth. Comes up short, but Southeast gets it back. Opposite side, Richardson. His 3 off the back rim. And a rebounding foul will be called here on Daniel Kerr. Kerr was trying to go up and contend for that rebound with the 6'6" Dylan Worth.
Yeah, he put a little hand in his back, but you know, when you're 5'11" and he's 6'6", you got to try to get an advantage.
Back to that ground battle, right? Here's a full timeout called by TMP. They want to talk about it. The start to their second half, not ideal. Southeast of Saline leads at 40-24. 4:28 left to go here in the third, and it's presented by Bennington State Bank. Bennington State Bank.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
To someone going through a difficult time, a text, a call, or a visit can mean so much. Reach out to the veterans in your life today. Let them know they're not alone. If you're a veteran in crisis or know one who is, visit veteranscrisisline.net for confidential support.
For nearly 40 years, Home Automotive Center has taken pride in taking care of the people of our community. And if you're interested in selling your car, we can help you with that too, with the Home Automotive Center buyback program. It's the easiest way to get the best price for your car. So when you're ready to sell, we're ready to buy. Simply bring your car to either dealership in Abilene or Salina, and we'll get you taken care of, because that's what we do best. Get your best price with the Home Automotive Center buyback program in Abilene and Salina. You'll be glad you did.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
Out of the full timeout by TMP. Monarchs have the basketball, trying to recover from what was an assault by Southeast of Saline to begin this third quarter. 40-24 is our score. Here's the drive and a nifty shot put up by Gavin Unrein for two on the right-hand side. That's his first basket. Now Sawyers down the paint. Tried to go up over Dylan Worth and put him on a poster. The dunk, though, comes out of the rim. And now a kick ball coming up the floor against Southeast of Saline. I thought that kick had to be intentional.
Yeah, it's supposed to be intentional on a kick. That was just two guys going after the basketball, and one of them inadvertently kicked the ball down the floor.
Ball was rolling like a bowling ball up the center of the floor, and guys were trying to pick it up. It was nudged, I think, by Sawyers with those colorful shoes that he has, and official went ahead and called that a kick ball. So it'll stay with TMP as they bring it up the middle of the floor here. Bryce Seib with it. Over to the left, Schwartz with it. Now he'll play it back for a three-point attempt. Dead away, top of the circle. No good for the Monarchs, and now a rebounding foul will be called inside as Nakari Moracle-Palmer with one hand grabbing the rebound, the other hand fighting off the opposition. That'll go against Seib. That's his second. Southeast gets it back here. 3:35 left to go, third quarter. 40-26. They work it off to the left-hand side. Drake Augustine now will take it on a curl around the perimeter, end up on the right-hand side of the offense. They come back left to Richardson. Now go to Augustine. Nakari Moracle-Palmer standing in the keyhole at the free throw line. Catches it. He squares up. Out to Sawyers. He wants the triple. It's up, no good. Rebound by Augustine, but it goes off his left hand and back into TMP's custody. Here comes Andrew Schwartz. He'll hand it off now to Unrein. He tried to get it to Worth. Now it's going to be taken away by Kason Lilly. To Sawyers. Now Nakari up for the jam! Down the left-hand side. Nakari soaring in and gets the two. Southeast putting on a show in this third quarter.
Another assist by Eli.
Sawyers started that break, and it was off and running. You can see his hair was blown in the wind, and he was able to get it. Now a near steal again by Sawyers as he tips it out and goes to the corner. It's a 16-point lead, and Southeast of Saline has only allowed 4 points so far in this third.
Well, it's been a good 5.5 minutes. It's been for Southeast, that is, and not so good for the Monarchs.
I'm always into gym atmospheres, right? And if you're some of the teams sitting around right now, like Royal Valley, if they happen to be in the building, you're kind of looking at this and you're going, man, I feel pretty good about what we did yesterday. Here's a backdoor cut and a layup up by Jace Whitling. He has 4 points now in the quarter. He leads TMP with 15 for the game. 42-38. 2:18 left to go here in the third quarter. Nakari Moracle-Palmer has it. Jake Gebhardt has come into the game for Southeast. Also Luke in there as well with a backdoor pass to Nakari Moracle-Palmer cutting through the offense.
Backdoor by the Monarchs on the last possession. Backdoor by the Trojans on this possession. Both of them layups.
Yes, sir, and double digits now for Nakari Moracle-Palmer to go along with that nifty jam. 44-28. Unright had a free pass to the basket. Now he's going to come back out, and Gebhardt, Jake, just got a little too caught off guard that time. He was running out at the offense, and Kenton Ginther knew that his path was not a good one. He went right at him and got the foul.
Yeah, I think he felt that he was going to shoot a three on him, and so he ran out there, and when he put it on the floor, couldn't do anything but take a step and bump into him.
Just the first foul on Jake, third team foul for Southeast of Saline. Man-to-man defense still being applied here by Southeast. Corner for TMP. Now they're going to float it back out middle of the floor for a three-pointer. That's up, too strong, no good. Off the heel, and Kason Lilly with the rebound. Boy, Lilly's done some good things in this game. Here's Gebhardt now floating up the court. Gets it into Jake down on the left-hand side. Luke started that break to his brother. Now Kason Lilly with a three. That comes up empty. He gets his own rebound, goes back to the rack, has it blocked, and it's out of bounds. It will stay with Southeast of Saline with 1:19 left to play in the quarter.
Well, I tell you what, we're doing an outstanding job in transition. That's the difference in the game right now.
Here's a lob at the rim. They were looking for Luke Gebhardt, and that one's going to be stolen away by TMP. First turnover of the quarter for Southeast of Saline. And a ball now knocked out of bounds by the Trojan defense, and it will stay with TMP.
I don't know if my son was watching KU last night, but that's what it looks like, that play.
Oh, boy.
That KU put on with
yes.
Yeah.
Ochai Abachi.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, go to social media. It's all over the place. What I love about that dunk, and I've watched it probably 1,200 times, there was a floor camera that took a still picture looking up at that play, and it's amazing to me. Here is TMP coming up empty now on that possession as it hit the rim. Rebound by Sawyers. Southeast of Saline back down on offense. Kaysen Lilly has it on the right-hand side. Free throw line extended. Now top of the circle to Luke Gebhardt. Back to Kaysen, same area. He tried to spin move, lost the basketball. Here comes TMP, and a foul will be called on Kaysen Lilly that stops the break.
Well, it's a little bit unnecessary, but if he comes out of that spin with it, why, we're probably going to get something positive out of it.
Kaysen Lilly with his second personal foul. It's team foul number 4. Nobody in jeopardy of the bonus yet. Southeast has 14 fouls. TMP with 3. 44 seconds left to play here in the third quarter.
Well, you won't see this very often. That
TMP just threw it out of bounds. That is an unforced error.
We have actually 3 guys on the floor that don't start. And in one case, maybe.
Here's Gebhardt pulling up. Luke with an elbow jumper. That's no good. TMP back down the floor.
And in the case of Jake Gebhardt, you know, he plays sparingly since being back from his knee injury. So it's pretty gratifying that they get a chance right here. Finish out this third quarter.
Jake still clearly working his way back. And, you know, Bryson Flax told us a lot of things change from 8 to 9 months till next season. Everybody talks about next season. A lot of things change. But think about this team with a healthy Jake Gebhardt. And now a long pass up to Bryson Flax, who will shoot the 3, and he drills it! Why not? Bryson Flax, a 3-pointer from the bench as the loose ball went curling to him. And the officials are talking about that. They don't seem to be amused, but
no, they're not very
if they tee him up, I'm here for it. 44-30, our score. Southeast of Saline owns the third quarter. Back with fourth quarter action after this. It's brought to you by the Bennington State Bank.
Troublesome car repair? Everyone has told you it cannot be fixed or it's way too expensive? Try McKim Auto Service in Gypsum, Kansas. They do quick, dependable work and provide the lowest hourly rate in the area. McKim Auto will service your vehicle from front to back and everything in between. They treat you and your car like a friend or even family. McKim Service specializes in engine and transmission rebuild. 701 Maple, Gypsum, Kansas. Wouldn't trust anyone else with my family car. So, if your repair seems grim, remember McKim. Give them a call today to make your appointment.
Stardust Trophy in downtown Salina is your full-service headquarters for trophies and awards for club and sporting events. But did you know Stardust Trophies also makes employee name tags with your company logo? They engrave executive awards like desk clocks and pen desk sets. They imprint artwork and photos on t-shirts, coffee mugs, mouse pads, even personal calculators. Stardust Trophy carries clear sports ball holders on wood bases for treasured or autographed balls from footballs to golf balls. Go to full-service Stardust Trophy, 121 South Santa Fe, downtown Salina.
This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
A quick timeout between quarters. TMP with the first possession. They missed their shot. Now Drake Augustine on the other end, leaning in, and he will be fouled and go to the free throw line. So a quick break there for the two teams between quarters as Southeast of Saline leads at 44-30 going to the fourth.
Well, I tell you what, Devin, I think in this fourth quarter, we're going to have to be very conscious of their three-point shooters because they're going to have to go to that here pretty soon.
Augustine at the free throw line. Drake has had a really good tournament, especially defensively, and he made the first free throw on this trip for his 6th point. Second free throw on the way, also good. Southeast of Saline hasn't shot a lot of free throws in this game, but they are 5 of 6 at a pretty high percentage. TMP with it. Here's a near steal, and it is a steal. Drake Augustine with the poke. Nakari picks it up. Now Drake looking for somebody to go to. Finds Danny Kerr on the trail. Now Luke Gebhardt, middle of the floor. Back to Sawyers, high post. He looks over his left shoulder. Everybody kind of leaves him. He puts the 15-footer up, and it's an air ball. Thomas More Prep has it back. Monarchs on the season, a 20-win team. They come into this 20-5. Southeast of Saline, meanwhile, they're looking for their 22nd win of the season. 21-4 currently. Here's a runner and a shot put up that's no good by Gavin Unright. Long pass up the floor to Augustine. Back to the rim. That one came off the front of the rim, no good. A lot of contact there, and the officials might be at the point here where they're just going to let this thing run out. Just kind of, why that? I mean, not call some of those fouls.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
6:38 left to go in the fourth quarter. Here's a sloppy shot put up by TMP. Nakari now with the long pass up to Sawyers. Tried the back shoulder fade as he had two defenders with him, and Sawyers just unable to come back and get the basketball, and it goes out of bounds. It will stay with Southeast of Saline.
Pretty tough. I used to always tell my guys, don't throw that pass over the top. You have to get an angle to throw that kind of a pass. But fortunately for us, TMP got their hands on it, and we get it out of bounds.
Yeah, neither one of those defenders for the Monarchs saw the basketball. Here is Nakari now going to the rim on the left-hand side. A lot of contact. They're going to call a block. The ball did go in off the backboard. The official says, no, it's on the floor. You're going to have to inbound it and do it again. Foul is going to go against Kenton Ginther. That is his third. Team foul number 5 for TMP. There's a TMP player right in front of us, not even playing right now, as the inbounds happen for Southeast of Saline, and Southeast missed the jumper.
Yeah, Luke had a good shot. Luke had a good look at the three, but he just...
That might have been his man who was supposed to be guarding him.
Probably. He was standing out here watching us. Listen to what we were saying.
We're doing a great job, but we know he needs to play the game here. It's a full timeout by TMP. 6:14 left to go. Southeast leads at 46-30. It's presented by the Bennington State Bank from the state tournament.
Generations of confidence, relationships for life. Since established in business in 1887, the Bank of Tesket has built its reputation on personal service and community promotion. Family owned and locally operated in the communities of Tesket, Lincoln, Saline, and Lynchburg. The Bank of Tesket strives to provide customers with a competitive array of loan and deposit products that aid in their financial success. Visit us today and see why so many people have helped the Bank of Tesket become one of the strongest banks in Kansas. Bank of Tesket, member FDIC.
We're growing your way. We're the Bank of Tesket.
Salina Regional's Orthopedic and Sports Medicine is your home field advantage. Our physicians include sports medicine physician Dr. Matthew Pyle, along with orthopedic surgeons Drs. Travis Rump and Todd Riley, plus an A-team of certified athletic trainers and physical therapists. We're ready when you need us to help prevent injuries, enhance performance, or to heal through surgery and rehabilitation. For area athletes to weekend warriors, the home field advantage starts at Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Out of the full timeout by the TMP Monarchs, they have the basketball, trailing Southeast of Saline 46-30, and a bump here, a body check foul on Drake Augustine. That'll be his second and Southeast of Saline's 5th team foul.
Well, a couple things you don't want to do. You don't want to let them shoot the three ball. You don't want to get them into one-on-one because they can shoot free throws. And then the next thing is, I believe that they will be pressuring us.
Yeah. Worth with a shot on the left-hand side. That one's going to be bothered by Southeast on defense. And it comes off the rim, rebounded by the Trojans. Inside-outside game here, played between Sawyers and Luke Gebhardt. Now a screen set. Luke's going to cut through. Sawyers pops out, gets the basketball in three-point land. He'll threaten the keyhole now at the free throw line. Play it back to Luke Gebhardt. 4 juniors and a sophomore on the floor right now for Southeast. It's the starting 5. Nakari to the right-hand side of the lane. Stopped, now looking underneath to Luke Gebhardt. Gebhardt takes a dribble away from the rim. Now he looks over his shoulder to Cutter. He'll go back to Nakari. Morikel Palmer is being mugged as he goes to the baseline. And a foul called here on Jace Wentling, who I don't know why he has an unbelievable look on his face like he didn't deserve that foul, because he owes Nakari a little bit of dough for that ride.
Yeah, he sure did. He got him with two forearms to the chest.
And he will have to go out. He just collected his 4th foul. So Wentling on the bench with 4 for TMP. He's their leading scorer. Here's Sawyers. Little curl around hook shot on the baby hook department. 12 points for Sawyers.
Well-designed out-of-bounds play and well executed.
It's all about isolation, right?
It sure is.
Here's TMP now trying to survive without their leading scorer on the floor right now. 4:58 left to go. Southeast of Saline leads by their biggest lead of the night, afternoon, and it's 18 points. Harris has it on the right. Tried to pass it in down low to Worth, and a foul from behind. You know, that's somebody I thought who played well early on for TMP. He kind of set the pace for them offensively is Cade Harris, and we haven't seen him in the game a whole lot here in the second half.
No. I don't know if maybe he got bunged up a little bit or something. I don't know.
Here's a nice inbounds plays by Thomas Moore-Krupp, and Gavin Unrein springs free for a two-pointer. He has 6 points all here in the second half. Low post entry now to Nakari. He goes back and answers it. Nakari, Miracle Palmer with 12. Here comes Cade Harris for TMP back up the court. Passes it to the left to Dylan Worth. He collected both the defenders, and Worth was wide open and gets the 2.
Well, you don't want to play around yet. It's too early to play around. Still got to be solid.
50-34. We approach the halfway mark of the fourth quarter. 4:13 left to go. Daniel Kerr for 3. That one off the front of the rim, no good. Cade Harris with the rebound. Here he comes. Accelerator on the floor. Little hesitation dribble. He'll pass it out for a three-pointer that's guarded. Hit the back of the rim from the baseline side by Kenton Ginther. Nakari with the rebound. He'll play it to Augustine. Augustine was a little stumbled over there on the sideline in front of the Southeast bench, but he was able to save the ball back into Sawyers. 3:45 left to play here in this third-place game. Augustine with it. Now to Miracle Palmer. They work it around to Luke Gebhardt. Luke had Nakari inside coming free, but that pass just came off the right hand of Nakari Miracle Palmer and out of bounds.
It was a nice play. He had him there.
That was Luke seeing Nakari before Nakari was there. I mean, he put the ball there timing-wise perfectly. And we talked about that. Yeah, we talked about that a lot in the first round game too, that these guys were making what appeared to us as late passes, but then within the offense it was all timing. Here's Luke Gebhardt with a steal. He's going to go up for the left-handed layup. That's good. Luke Gebhardt has 7. 52-34, back to an 18-point lead. 3:10 left to play. Now Gebhardt coming in, trying to get another steal. He does. He deflected it. Nakari with the takeaway, and then Southeast got caught up with a traveling violation as they were trying to get back out in the open floor and run it to the rim. Just the 4th turnover in the half for Southeast. Their 9th for the game. 52-34.
Well, I think both teams lost yesterday. The Monarchs had a tough game also and a later game. So they had to recover.
Yeah.
And haven't been able to do that.
Yep. Southeast, with that barrage that they had in the third quarter, they raised the bar intensity-wise, and I just don't think TMP was ready for it. It got away from them in a hurry.
Yeah,
we've seen Southeast do that on several occasions this year.
Yeah, if you start out the third quarter the way we started it out, why, the other team have to be scratching their head. What happened?
Drake Augustine just got a foul. That's his 3rd. To the free throw line, Gavin Unrein. Unrein makes the first free throw. They'll get a second here as they take Dylan Worth out of the game. Unrein's second free throw. Bounces around the rim.
They finally missed one.
Falls out, yeah. They were 6 of 6 from the free throw line before that miss. 2:48 left to go, 52-35. Nakari Miracle Palmer with the basketball. He'll play it to Daniel Kerr up near the half-court stripe. Now Augustine comes out to get it. He'll take the drive to the baseline. Now back to Sawyer, southeast of Saline. Just pulling the ball out away from the rim here and running through some obvious offense to melt the clock away. Luke Gebhardt now steps through 2 defenders and scores. Sometimes it's not the right decision, but it is athleticism and skill that makes up for that, right?
Well, that was a nice play.
Gebhardt now with 9 after that play. A shot up at the rim by TMP, batted around. It's no good on the first attempt. It misses on the second attempt, and now a foul on the rebound. That will be whistled against southeast of Saline, and it will be a 1-and-1 opportunity for TMP.
Well, we got after it on the boards, that's for sure. So did they.
Sawyer's on his second foul, 8th team foul for Southeast.
I'm pretty sure that when TMP took Worth out of the game, that they have 5 seniors on the court right now, letting them play it out, I think.
This is a team that is a lot of seniors on the roster. Southeast of Saline, of course, does not. Second free throw, also good. Whitling now with 17. Southeast with the basketball, back down on offense. 1:59 left to go, 54-37. Sawyers with the handoff to Nakari. Oracle Palmer in a double team. Has the ball knocked away. Coming to pick it in is Jace Whitling. He saves it for the Monarchs. Up the floor now to Seib. Seib has the ball deflected, but TMP able to keep it. Long distance three again. And that one is going to be made by Kenton Gimther. It's his second three of the game. Danny Kerr now springs free. His left-handed layup is good. Southeast quickly in that transition game, making it down the floor. TMP back the other way now on offense. Score remains a 16-point lead for Southeast. Now a two-pointer inside. Bryce Seib. 1:15 left to play. Here's Gebhardt all the way to the rack. Missed the layup. Rebound being swatted out by Augustine, and nobody there for Southeast. TMP will take it back. Trying to set up the three-pointer here. They're going to swing it all the way around. Seib gave it a look. Now a drive and a leaner, and the shot put up and in by Andrew Schwartz. Schwartz with his first two. Inside a minute left to go. Sawyer's with it in the middle of the court. Pass back here to Nakari on the left-hand side. Now Augustine. Southeast of Saline has it, and a foul called. TMP wanting to get their seniors out of the game here, and Bryson Flax is going to clean his bench. Levi Allen. Brenton Heller. Caden Isaacson coming back in. Kirby Davis comes in as well. Drake Augustine will have to stay as he's shooting free throws. Augustine with a 1-and-1 waiting on him here with 34 seconds left to play. 56-44. Augustine with 7 points. His first free throw is up and good.
That's going to be a pretty sweet way to end the season for the Trojans.
Second free throw by Drake also. Oh, that one rolled out. Thought it was going to find a home. Yeah, I mean, a great year. Historical in the sense of Southeast of Saline basketball. We touched on it a little bit before our semifinal game. This is a school with Southeast of Saline that they have never played in a state championship game. This will be the third place finish. Of course, the very good teams that Jeff Wells brought here in 16 and 17 both finished third. This team here will finish third. And also, just the pure record number of wins. You know, this is going to be a 22-win team here, and in high school basketball, you don't see that very often. It doesn't boil around that much. So a lot of things to be proud of here for Southeast of Saline. They've done a lot of things that when you look in the record book, you say since 2007. And of course, that is also nice too, and just kind of a sweet gesture because that was Bryson Flax's senior year. Now the head coach getting to repeat some of those feats. The shot put up by TMP is no good. Caden Isaacson with the rebound, and that will be it. Southeast of Saline finishes the season with a win, 57-44. They're able to defeat the TMP-Marian Monarchs from Hayes, and they were able to do it in entertaining fashion, Coach. We were back and forth in that first half. Southeast built a lead as much as 8. TMP came back with an 8-0 run, tied it up. Southeast put on a 6-0 run. It was a 4-point game as we were able to go to the halftime, 26-22. But when that third quarter let out for Southeast of Saline, it was game on.
Yeah, it was. We blitzed them in the third quarter, which was terrific. And Devin, before we get away from here, I want to thank you for letting me be a part of this. It's a nice seat right here at midcourt on the floor. And you've done a wonderful job for the Trojans, not only in this sport, but in all the sports.
I appreciate that.
I appreciate you having me on here.
Well, it was definitely a pleasure, and hopefully we can do it again. Maybe from these seats next year. What do you think about that?
That would be terrific.
It's again, Bryson Flax told us in pregame, sub-state seating has a lot to do with everything, and we know that just historically from Southeast and some of the sub-states that they have had to fight through. But boy, it would just be such a sweet setup, and you see that from time to time, don't you? Young teams that get into a state tournament, man, they get third place, and then all of a sudden next year they're the state champion. They've set the table for future success.
I think so. You know, some of these kids will mature over the summer, especially some of our smaller kids. They'll get better. And I mean, I just don't know what you can say about them. They're all juniors and sophomores, so you've got to take off your hats, and the future looks bright.
There's some guys on this team, and really one of the impressive things to me and the job that this coaching staff has done with these teams is you talk about guys like Daniel Kerr. Danny came in, he had 0 varsity experience from last year, and he's a starter. And I remember the first time he touched the ball against Heston in that very first game of the season, man, he let a three-pointer fly and it splashes home. So then you're saying, okay. And then he just kind of sustains that. He hit what Coach Flax would call a sophomore slump, but then able to come back here and play really, really well in the state tournament. Drew Richardson, another one of those guys, got into a few games last year in mop-up time on the varsity floor, but didn't have a lot of varsity meaningful experience on that floor. Drake Augustine was a contributor on last year's squad, but just didn't have a lot of experience. And it's easy to say, hey, you got a couple of nice pieces here with Nakari and with Eli Sawyers. They're basketball guys, but man, their supporting cast is pretty darn good as well.
Yeah, it's very good. I mean, you know, when you roll in Drew and Jake Gebhardt, Caden Isaacson, Kason Lilly, when you can bring those guys off the bench, you don't dip down. Whereas a lot of teams, when they have to go to the bench, are not quite as good. And you don't see much drop-off with ours.
The ovation you hear behind us and around the gym at the sports arena now is for the third-place medals for Southeast of Saline. Again, they equal what has been the best finish at the state basketball tournament in boys history, and it was after a 57-44 victory. Let's go over scoring for you as they get their medals now. There were 8 Trojans in the scoring column, 9 if you include their coach, who hit a three-pointer at the end of the third quarter. 12 points for, I don't think that was in time for the buzzer though, but 12 points for Eli Sawyers, 12 points for Nakari Morikel Palmer, 9 points for Luke Gebhardt, 8 points for Drake Augustine, 8 points for Danny Kerr, 3 points for Jake Gebhardt, 3 points for Caden Isaacson, and 2 points for Kason Lilly. Southeast of Saline, pretty good job from the line as well. They went 6 of 8. And while they were creating all that chaos in the third quarter and running up and down the floor, doing all these things actively, they only committed 2 turnovers themselves. To me, that was key.
Yeah, it was key. We took care of the ball until down the stretch here when it got a little, you know, we were trying to show a little bit, but that's our running game. And the good thing about that is they got to learn each other at the highest level.
Yeah.
In their class. So to come out like this, I don't know what else you can say. It's just a tremendous job.
Yeah, you and I talked about it a little bit. You know, when you come out and you play one game at state and you have a young squad like this, you can't help, it's human nature. You're always looking around the corner a little bit at what's coming up next. When you come to state with a young squad like this and you lose in the first round and you're done, it's wasted time. It's opportunity that you could have had that you're taking advantage of. But you win that first game, you come back then, you play all 3 games here at the state tournament. Man, next year, if you're fortunate enough to get back here, you know where the bus is going to park, you know what door to go into, you know where the locker rooms are at, and it feels normal instead of a new, outlandish experience.
Exactly. This, if we're fortunate enough to get here, this will be basically home away from home.
Yeah.
Because we got 3 games in 4 days. That's just a great feeling and a great advantage.
57-44, our final score. We'll take a break and try to hook up here with Bryson Flax in postgame, get his final thoughts on this game and also how this season ended up here for Southeast of Saline. Once again, the Trojans win it 57-44, and you heard it right here on KINA.
Treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Saline.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service service is everything.
The name is JJ Lawn Care, but don't let the name fool you. It's not just lawns they care about, it's their customers. JJ Lawn Care is a locally owned business that works with people in and around Salina on more than just lawns. Warm weather is winding down. Fertilizing and winterizing your lawn and removing those pesky leaves can be a real chore. Let JJ Lawn Care come to the rescue for your fescue. Give Jathan a call today at 820-7728. JJ Lawn Care, caring for more than just your lawn.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses acquire relief loans to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or